Hello guys, welcome back to Healthcare. So today we are going to discuss about many topics. Please make sure you watch this video till the end. So our first topic is eating the right foods for exercise. So nutrition is important for fitness. Eating a well-balanced diet can help you get the calories and nutrients you need to fuel your daily activities, including regular exercise. When it comes to eating foods to fuel your exercise performance, it's not as simple as choosing vegetables over donuts. You need to eat the right type of food at the right time of the day. Learn about the importance of healthy breakfast, workout snacks, and meal plans. Your first meal of the day is an important one. According to the article published in Harvard Health Letter, eating breakfast regularly has been linked to a lower risk of obesity, diabetes, and heart diseases. Starting your day with healthy meal can help replenish your blood sugar, which your help body needs to power your muscle and brain. Eating a healthy breakfast is especially important on days when exercise is on your agenda. Skipping breakfast can leave you feeling lightheaded or lethargic while you are working out. Choosing the right kind of breakfast is crucial. Too many people rely on a simple carbohydrate to start their day. A plain white bagel or donut won't keep you feeling full for long. In comparison, a fiber and protein rich breakfast may fend off hunger pangs for longer and provide the energy you need to keep your exercise going. Follow these tips for eating a healthy breakfast. Instead of eating sugar-laden cereals made from refined grains, try oatmeal, oat bran, or other whole grain cereal that are high in fiber. Then throw in some protein, such as milk, yogurt, or chopped nuts. If you are making pancakes or waffles, replace some of the all-purpose flour with whole grain options. Then stir some cottage cheese into the batter. If you prefer toast, choose whole grain bread, then pair it with an egg, peanut butter, or another protein source. Count on the right carbohydrate. Thanks to low carb fat diet, carbohydrates have gotten a bad rap. But carbohydrates are your body's main source of energy. According to Mayo Clinic, about 40 to 45% of your daily calories should come from carbohydrates. This is especially true if you exercise. Consuming the right kind of carbohydrate is important. Many people rely on simple carb found in right and processed foods. Instead, you should focus on eating the complex carbs found in your whole grains, fruit, vegetables, and beans. Whole grains have more staying power than refined grains because you digest them more slowly. They can help you feel full for longer and fuel your body throughout the day. They can also help stabilize your blood sugar levels. Finally, these quality grains have the vitamins and minerals you need to keep your body running at its best. Pack protein into your meals and snacks. Protein is needed to help keep your body growing, maintained, and repaired. For example, the University of Rochester Medical Center reports that red blood cells die after about 120 days. Protein is also essential for building and repairing muscle, helping you enjoy the benefits of your workout. It can be a source of energy when carbohydrates are in short supply, but it's not a major source of fuel during exercise. Adults need to eat about 0.8 grams of protein per day for every kilogram of their body weight, reports Harvard Health Blog. That's equal to about 0.36 grams of protein for every pound of body weight. Exercisers and other adults may need even more. Protein can come from poultry such as chicken and turkey, red meat such as beef and lamb, fish such as salmon and tuna, dairy such as milk and yogurt, legumes such as beans and lentils, eggs. For the healthiest option, choose lean protein that are low in saturated and trans fat. Limit the amount of red meat and processed meat that you eat. Boost your fruit and vegetable intake. Fruit and vegetables are a rich source of natural fiber, vitamin and minerals, and other compounds that your body needs to function properly. They are low in calories and fat. Aim to fill half of your plate with fruit and veggies at every meal, recommends the United States Department of Agriculture. Try to eat the rainbow by choosing the vegetables of different colors. This will help you enjoy the full range of vitamins and minerals and antioxidants that the produce Israel has to offer. Every time you go to the grocery store, consider choosing a new fruit or vegetable to try. For example, for snacks, keep dried fruit in your workout bag and raw veggies in the fridge. And choose healthy fats. Unsaturated fats may help reduce inflammation and provide calories. While fat is a primary fuel for aerobic exercise, we have plenty stored in the body to fuel even the longest workouts. However, getting healthy unsaturated fats helps to provide essential fatty acids and calories to keep you moving. Healthy options include nuts, seeds, avocados, olives, oil such as olive oil. Fuel up before exercise. When it comes to fueling up before or after a workout, it's important to achieve the right balance of carbs and protein. Pre-workout snacks that combine carbohydrate with protein can make you feel more energized than junk food made from simple sugar and a lot of fats. Consider stocking your workout bag and refrigerator with some of these snacks. Banana. Banana are full of potassium and magnesium, which are important nutrients to get on a daily basis. Eating a banana can help replenish these minerals while providing natural sugars to fuel your workout. For added protein, enjoy a banana with a serving of peanut butter. Berries, grapes, and oranges. These fruits are all full of vegetables, vitamins, minerals, and water. They are easy on your intestine, give you a quick boost of energy, and help you stay hydrated. Consider pairing them with a serving of yogurt for protein. Nuts. Nuts are a great source of heart health, heart healthy fats and also provide protein and essential nutrients. They can give you a source of sustained energy for your workout. Pair them with fresh and dried fruit for a healthy dose of carbohydrates. However, test these options to see how they settle. High fat foods can slow digestion and they may make food sit in your stomach too long if your workout is coming up quickly. Nut butter. Many grocery stores carry single serving packets of peanut butter that don't require refrigeration, can be easily stored in a gym bag. For a tasty protein carbohydrate combo, you can spread peanut butter on an apple and a banana and a whole grain cracker or a slice of whole grain wheat bread. If you don't like peanut butter, try almond butter or soy butter, or you can also try other protein rich alternatives. Don't cut too much calorie. If you are trying to lose weight or tone your body, you may be tempted to cut a ton of calories from your meal. Cutting calories is a key part of weight loss, but it's possible to go too far. Weight loss diet should never leave you feeling exhausted or ill. Those are signs that you are not getting the calories you needed for good health and fitness. According to National Heart, Lung and Blood Institute, a diet containing 1200 to 1500 daily calories is suitable for most women who are trying to lose weight safely. A diet with 1500 to 1800 daily calories is appropriate for men who are trying to shed excess pounds. If you are very attractive or don't want to lose weight while getting fit, you may need more calories. Talk to a doctor or dietitian to learn how many calories you need to support your lifestyle and fitness goals. Balance is a key. As you settle into an active lifestyle, you will probably discover which foods give you the most energy and which have negative effects. The key is learning to listen to your body and balancing what feels right with what's good for you. Follow these tips. Aim to make breakfast a part of your routine. Choose complex carbohydrate, lean protein source, healthy. Stock your fridge and gym bag with healthy workout snacks. The right balance of carbohydrate, protein, and other nutrients can help fuel your exercise routine. And second one is bulking versus cutting, pros, cons, and comparison. To gain muscle and strength, athletes are recreational gym goers go through phases called bulking and cutting. These are strategic periods of weight gain and loss, respectively. While these strategies are fairly common, you may wonder about the specific upside and downsides of bulking and cutting and whether they are even necessary at all. This explores the ins and outs of bulking and cutting, including some pros, cons, and recommendations for doing them. Bulking, calorie surplus and weight gain, muscle gaining, improved resistance, training performance, potential for excessive fat loss, calorie deficit and weight loss, muscle maintenance, potential decrease in resistance, training performance, fat loss. What is bulking? A bulk is a period of eating in a strategic calorie surplus. That is, when you are bulking, you eat more calories than you burn. The goal is to gain weight, primarily due to increased muscle mass. People most often combine bulking with high intensity resistance training to help boost their muscle and strength gains. You can accomplish this in a tightly controlled fashion, which people prefer as a clean bulk, or with a more liberal approach, often called a dirty bulk. With either approach, the goal is to eat more calories than you burn to promote muscle gains. Summary: a muscle bulk is a phrase of eating in a strategic calorie surplus. The goal is to gain weight, muscle, and strength. You may also gain some fat during bulking. What is cutting? A cut is a period of eating at a calorie deficit as a means to lose body fat while maintaining as much muscle mass as possible. While resistance training continues to play a role during a cutting phase, you may not be able to lift weights with the same intensity as you do on bulk. This is due to number of factors. Through the main one is that you have less energy available. Bodybuilder and athletes often implements a cutting phase following a period of bulking or leading up to a competition or their competitive season. Summary: a cut is period of eating at a calorie deficit with the goal of losing body fat and maintaining muscle. How to start a bulk? When starting a bulk, the first step is to determine your maintenance calories, the number of calories you need to maintain your weight. Various online calculator can help you estimate this number. You can track on a 10 to 20 calorie surplus. For example, a 175 pound 79 kg man of average size would add around 250 to 500 calories to their daily intake. Meanwhile, a 135 pound 61 kg woman of average size might add about 200 to 400 calories from their aim to daily protein intake of 0.7 to 1 gram per pound of body weight, 1.6 2.2 grams per kg to support muscle gain. The rest of your body calories are made up of carbs and fats. Through this depend on your preference. You may find it helpful to track your daily intake using one of several smartphone apps. Weigh yourself regularly to track your progress. Shooting for weight gain of 0.25 to 5% of your body weight per week. If the number on the scale isn't moving, over the course of a couple of weeks, gradually increase your weekly calorie intake by 100 to 200 calories. People usually pair a bulk with high intensity resistance training to maximize muscle gains. A bulking phase can last anywhere from 1 month to over 6 months or longer depending on your goals. Summary: to start bulking, add a given number of calories to your typical daily calories intake. You can determine how much to add with a quick calculation. This goal is to promote a weight gain of 0.25 to 5% of your body weight per week. How to start a cut? To start a cut, it's also helpful to determine your maintained calories or how many calories you need to eat per day to maintain your body weight. From there, instead of adding calories, you will subtract a given number of calories each day. In other words, you will eat fewer calories than you need to maintain your body weight. This will help stimulate fat loss. An average active man needs about 2600 calories per day to maintain weight, whereas an average active woman needs around 2000 calories. That said, weight maintenance calories needs can vary substantially due to body size, genetics, and activity level. To stimulate weight loss, and a general rule is to consume 500 calories below maintenance. While it was traditionally throughout, this would help you lose approximately 1 pound, 0.45 kg per week. Actual weight loss differ between people and may change over time. Researchers suggest that a gradual weight loss 0.5 to 1% per week may be best for maximizing muscle maintenance. To help maintain muscle mass, it's best to keep your protein intake fairly high at 0.6 to 1.4 grams per pound, 1.4 to 3.1 grams per kg of body weight, and continue to practice resistance training. You can experiment with what works best for you within this range. In addition to a gradual calorie restriction, though diet cutting phase usually include some form of cardio or step counting to provide added calorie burning and fat loss. In a general cutting phase is shorter than bulk, usually lasting 2 to 4 months. It may be best to adhere to a cutting program for minimal amount of time you need to meet your goals. This may help you preserve muscle mass throughout the process. Summary: you can start cutting by subtracting a specific number of calories from your maintenance calorie level to promote a weight loss 0.5 to 1% of body weight per week while maintaining as much muscle as possible. What is the average waist size for women? Everybody is different and every person is shape is unique. No one people are same, which means individual factor like waist sizes don't always mean much when it comes to health. In fact, one size fits all charts for weight and health risks aren't always helpful. Healthy bodies come in all shapes and sizes, but waist size can help you find out if you are at risk for potential health issues, including conditions like heart diseases and diabetes. Though you should stake your ideas of health on any number, it's important to understand what these mean number and when it might be to take action to improve them. Average for US women. Quick look. Average for women in United States: waist size 38.7 inches, height 63.6 inches or 5 feet 3 inches, weight 17 pounds, pant size large to extra large. The average waist size of a woman in the United States is 38.7 inches. According to Center for Diseases Control and Prevention (CDC), the measurement in an increase for a decade before then. The average waist size was 37.4 inches. By comparison, the average height of a US woman is 63.6 inches or 5.3 inches. The average weight for women is around 170 pounds. With these measurements, the typical American woman wears a large to extra large pant size or between a size 18 to 20. Average waist size are vary by age as well. For example, 20 to 30, the waist size is 37.1. Age 40 to 59, 39.4 waist size. 60 and over, 39.9 waist size. Healthy waist to height chart. Individual weight measurement won't tell you much about your health or any potential health risk. However, there are threshold measurements at which risk for a variety of health problem increases. These measurements are 31.5 inches risk level is increased, 34.6 inches risk level substantially increased. Likewise, your waist to height ratio can help you understand if you are at risk for any health issues because of your waist size. To get this percentage, divide your waist in inches by your height in inches and then multiply it by 100. Some healthcare provider and expert use the waist to weight ratio because it could help them on spot health risk at an earlier stage. It may be more helpful than traditional weight measurements, including body mass index and weight alone. It's possible to have a healthy BMI and still have some excessive fat around your stomach that could increase the risk for developing certain diseases. Likewise, a BMI may indicate a potential health risk when your waist to height ratio and other measurements don't. How to measure your waist? The part of your body a healthcare provider considers your true waist may be different from the part of your body you consider your natural waist. Every personal natural waist is a point of personal preferences. Some wear clothes high on their torso, while others prefer them lower, closer to their hip bones. But to understand your true waist circumference, you will need to measure yourself at the time spot every time. To do that, follow these rules. Stand upright with your feet firmly planted shoulder wide apart. Place a tape measure around your middle, midway between the bottom of your ribs and the top of your hips. This is called ilium. Exhale and then measure yourself with a natural fitting measure. Don't tighten it too much and don't let excess tape hang around your hips. You can repeat this 3 times and average the result if they vary. A note about waist size. Your health isn't determined by one number. One measurement, score, or size won't be deciding factor in whether or you are healthy or not. Wellness is a mix of many elements of well-being, from mental health and physical activity to weight and waist measurement. But don't let the idea of reaching a specific number, whether that's a number on the scale or a number on the tape measure, drive any particular behavior for you. These numbers are meant to be guideposts and they should be help you shape your outlook and healthy living goals. However, understand that many people with healthy BMIs can be quite unhealthy and some people with larger waist circumference will be exceptionally healthy. The right measurement for someone else isn't the right measurement for you. This is especially true if you ever compare yourself to models or individuals in television, movies, and media. Such comparison can set unhealthy expectation if you set out to change your measurement based on your how someone else looks. You may find yourself ill or worse. Your body, your health, and your well-being are your own. When to talk with a pro. While waist measurement and other number may not always indicate a health problem, they can serve as a cue for knowing when it's time to make a bigger investment in your health. A great deal of research has connected some measurement, including waist circumference, to increase risks for health problems like type 2 diabetes, heart diseases, and even cancer. If you are not interested in lowering your risk for these conditions and reducing your waist size, these resources may help. A healthcare provider, the person can take baseline measurement of such health indicator as your cholesterol level and blood pressure to see if changes happen over time. These numbers may indicate improvement even you can't see the changes. A personal trainer. You may not need the supervision of a fitness trainer for very long, but if you are new to exercises or need a structured routine to get going, you can hire a personal trainer to help. These trained experts can design plans that meet your needs as well as any physical concern you may have. A dietitian. A registered dietitian is a professional who can help you shape a healthy eating program. They can calculate the number of calories you should aim in a day, give both your health and intended exercise level. They can also help you address other factory health including hydration and necessary supplements. The bottom line, the average person woman waist is 38.7. Also the average woman is 63.6 tall and weight about 170 pounds. All these numbers are indicators of health but not predictors. In other words, any one number is just a number. People are healthy at all sizes and shapes, and no one can determine how healthy someone be based off of any circumference measurement. What's important is understanding how these numbers, including your waist size, can help you shape a healthier future. Embarrassing your body, care for it by exercising and eating a well balanced diet, and striving to protect it against possible health problems are good thing to do for yourself. Bulking versus cuttings. Pros, cons, and comparison. To gain muscle and strength, recreational gym goers go through phases called bulking and cutting. People are trying a lazy keto diet. Experts aren't impressed. A new version of the keto diet promises to be easy to follow, but experts aren't so sure. The concept of the keto diet seems easy enough, eating very few carbs and more than fat than protein. The reality, at least for some keto dieters, is that simple diet actually involves a great deal of calculating, strategizing, and negotiating. To simply call the keto diet a low carb diet entirely misses the emphasis on fat. That fat focus is what sets keto apart from the other low carb diets, including the Atkins diet. The keto diet calls on you to eat under 5% of your daily calories from carbs. That comes out to about 20 to 50 grams of carbohydrate for most people. The remaining amount of your calories should be 60 to 90% fat and 10 to 30% protein. But what if you could skip micromanaging and your macronutrient and instead focus solely on the carb number? That's the concept behind lazy keto, an approach to the keto diet that's gaining attention from the keto curious and even some devout keto dieters. What is lazy keto? The most common definition of lazy keto is to eat not more than 20 grams of carbohydrate per day without counting calories or tracking the number micronutrient, protein and fat, said Alcian not MS. In theory, this sounds great for those who do not enjoy tracking every bite of food going into their mouth, but it's likely to result in the metabolic state known as ketosis. He said, ketosis is the process that occurs when the body stops using glycogen stores for energy and start burning fat instead. In ketosis, the body burns the fat you eat plus the fat you have stored. Ketosis is a vital to the keto diet and its highly touted weight loss benefit. But ketosis isn't as easy as ditching carbs almost entirely to force fat burning. Yes, carbs are the direct source of glucose for energy. Without them, your body will need another energy source. Protein, if you aren't watchful, can become that source of glucose in a process called Glucogenesis. It could be the death nail for the lazy keto concept. Protein has an insulinic response, which means that eating too much protein on a ketogenic diet can actually cause the body to use glucose for fuel instead of ketones, thus taking the person out of ketosis. If macronutrients aren't balanced and nutrient timing when eating meals is not tightly regulated, it is very probable that the ketogenic diet will not be done properly and will leave the person feeling very hungry. The potential problems of lazy keto: you might be hungry. Fat is very filling. It is also more calorie dense and digests more slowly than other macronutrients. But if you do not get enough fat and are not in ketosis because you eat too much protein, you could leave the body in a state of energy limbo. If protein and carbohydrate intake is not managed, the person on a ketogenic diet may not go into ketogenic and may just feel completely deprived and hungry. If the body isn't burning fat or carbs for fuel, it may be burning nothing. The transition of fat burning is the most important component in keto diet and is impaired if it is not done perfectly. You are not focused on quality. The new keto diet focuses on fat quality, Shapiro said. The food advertised in older keto diets were high in vegetable oil laden with inflammatory omega 6 fat and processed meat. The new keto diet focuses on high quality fat source coming from omega 3 fats, monosaturated fat, MCT oil, and other organic and grass fed healthy animal protein sources. Pros and cons of each. Both bulking and cutting comes with several benefits when combined with a proper resistance training program. That said, there are some downsides to be aware of with each. Bulking pros: promotes muscle gaining, increases strength, increasing bone density, allows for efficient recovery from exercise, promotes healthy libido. Cons: may lead to excess fat gains, can affect blood values, may make you feel sluggish, can decrease insulin sensitivity, can decrease athletic performance. Cutting pros: promote fat loss. You may find it improves muscle appearance, may promote improvement in blood values, can increase insulin sensitivity, allows for better athletic movement. Cons: slight muscle loss is common, can decrease certain sex hormones and libido. You may feel hungry, can decrease bone density, may affect sleep quality. Summary: both bulking and cutting come with several potential benefits, though it's important to be aware of their respective downsides. Foods to eat and limit. Some food may help with bulking and other may help with cutting. Bulking foods. During a bulk, it's best to focus on foods. They are high in nutrients and calorie content to promote rapid muscle and strength gains. In general, steer clear of high calories processed food. Some people may include these food in a dirty bulk, in which excess fat gain isn't a concern. However, this is not recommended. Foods to eat: lean proteins, beef, chicken, fish, turkey, pork, green yogurt, cottage cheese, reduced fat cheese, protein powders, bar and mass gainers as well as tofu, temp and eggs. Healthy fats: olive oil, avocado, nuts, nut butters, fatty fish, and seeds like chia, hemp, and flax seeds. Legumes: all beans, including chickpeas and kidney, navy and black, and great northern beans. High quality carbs: oats, whole grain pasta, rice cake, breakfast cereal, white and sweet potatoes, and white and brown rice. Fruit: apple, oranges, banana, pineapple, grapefruit, and all type of berries. Non-starchy vegetables: pepper, green beans, mushroom, onions, tomatoes, zucchini, carrot, and celery. Dark leafy greens: spinach, Swiss chard, collards greens, and kale. Beverages: beverages: water, seltzer, diet soda, tea, coffee, kombucha, and 100% fat juice, fruit juice. Occasional foods: pizza, regular pasta, baked goods, full fat cheese, high sugar breakfast cereal, and pan fried meat. Food to limit: highly processed food, deep fried foods, chips, fast food, and full fat ice cream, plus processed meats like bacon, sausage, ham, salami, and pate. Saturated fats: margarine, and certain oils. Beverages: soft drinks, sweetened coffee, sweet tea, lemonade, and other sugary drinks. Cutting foods: when you are cutting, your focus should be on eating foods that are high in nutrients and lower in calories. These will support a gradual weight loss and muscle maintenance. You will see that some of the foods for a cutting diet are similar to those for a bulk. The difference is largely in the quantity of these foods consumed. Foods to eat: lean protein, chicken breast, lean ground turkey, lean cuts of beef or pork, fish extra firm, tofu, high protein plant based meat substitute, low fat cottage cheese, low fat cheese, and egg whites. Limited healthy fats: olive oil, avocado, nuts, nut butters, and seeds. Legumes: all bean included chickpeas, kidney, navy, black, and great northern beans. Fibrous carbs: brown rice, quinoa, sweet potatoes, whole grain pasta, oats, low sugar cereal, rice cake, and quinoa. Lower sugar fruits: apple, pears, peaches, berries, melon, grapefruit, oranges, figs, kiwi, and plums. Non-starchy vegetables: asparagus, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, green beans, cauliflower, mushrooms, onion, tomato, cabbage, zucchini, carrots, pepper, and celery. Dark leaf greens: spinach, Swiss chard, collard greens, and kale. Beverages: water, sugar-free flavored seltzer, mineral water, and unsweetened coffee and tea. Foods to limit: high calorie food, pizza, deep fried foods, creamy pasta sauce, gyros, fast food, ice cream, baked goods, and certain casseroles. High fat protein: fatty cuts of pork and beef, regular ground chicken and turkey, bacon, chicken wings, and thighs, and fatty fish. Sugar sweetened beverages: soft drinks, iced tea, lemonade, nectars, juices, and sweetened coffee and tea. Processed food: most frozen pre-packed meals, chips, ham, pate, salami, packaged cookies and cakes, and packed ramen noodles. Summary: a bulking diet focuses on nutrient and calorie dense foods. These stimulate controlled weight gains to enhance muscle building, whereas a cutting diet includes nutrient dense, lower calorie foods to stimulate fat loss and muscle maintenance. Recommendations: when deciding whether a bulk or cut is right for you, consider your starting point and long term goals. If you are new to exercising and following a structured diet, it may be best to start by improving your food choices and slowly increasing your exercise intensity before bulking or cutting. Once you have developed good practices surrounding food and exercise, you can consider whether a bulk or cut is right for you. If your goal is to gain muscle and strength and you are not concerned with gaining a bit of fat in the process, a bulk may be a good choice. On the other hand, if you are looking to lose fat and maintain muscle, a cut may be more in line with your goals. For individually guidance, consult a registered dietitian. Can you do both simultaneously? In certain situations, some people may want to gain muscle while losing fat. People call this process body recomposition. While this may seem attainable in theory, it is generally only possible in a few specific circumstances. If you are totally beginner to training, if you have excess weight or obesity and have a significant amount of body fat, if you are on anabolic steroids. Athletes with a good deal of training find it difficult to efficiently build muscle and lose fat at the same time. How to achieve the best results? To optimize the result of bulking and cutting, it may be best to alternate them in cycle. For example, if you are initially looking to put on some muscle, size and strength, you may want to start with a period of bulking. During that time period, which you may have put on a good deal of muscle, you may have also gained some fat in the process. At that time, you may initiate a period of cutting to lose the extra fat you gained while maintaining the new muscle you built. In theory, the cycling method will allow you gradually gain muscle while preventing you from gain excessive fat. Summary: people usually bulk for a given amount of time followed by a cutting period to reduce excess fat. Most people with training experience find it difficult to gain muscle and lose fat at the same time. The bottom line: bulking and cuttings are two complementary strategies that our bodybuilder often use one after the other to gain muscle and lose fat. While each comes with some notable benefits, there are several potential downsides you should keep in mind. A bulking diet includes nutrients and calorie dense foods to promote muscle gains, whereas a cutting diet focuses on nutrient dense, lower calories food to stimulate fat loss. To decide which strategy to start with, assesses your body composition and long term muscle and strength goals. As with any major change to your diet or exercises regimen, it is important to consult your healthcare provider before starting an aggressive bulk or cut if you have underlying health condition. And second one is what your body shape, not BMI, may reveal about your health. A new study finds that body shape, specifically where fat deposits occur, may predict the health of your cardiovascular system. This finding challenges the medical community reliance on body mass index (BMI) to predict cardiovascular risk. The study focused on post-menopausal women, so more research is needed to see if this also applies to younger women. The body mass index (BMI) has been a steadfast measurement of health and wellness discussion for decades. But new research says BMI may not mean as much as doctor once thought, at least when it comes to understanding cardiovascular risk in postmenopausal women. A new study in European Heart Journal reports that the body shape and specifically where fat deposits occur on the body may be a better indicator of potential cardiovascular problems than BMI. In this study, which was led by Cuban Key, PhD, and associate professor at the Albert Einstein College of Medicine in New York, investigators looked at the body mass and the fat distribution of more than 2,600 postmenopausal women. Each participant was enrolled in Women's Health Initiative, a large-scale health study that recruited women between 1993 and 1998 and then followed them and their health until early 2017. During that time, almost 300 women developed cardiovascular diseases. The investigators said several unique factors about the women that could point to possible association and warning for another woman. First, participant with the highest percentage of fat around their middle and the lower percentage of fat around their legs showed a threefold higher risk for cardiovascular diseases than women with the lowest percentage of fat around their middle and the highest around their legs. Second, women in the top quarter percentile of the most body fat around their middle had almost double the risk for cardiovascular health problems like high blood pressure or stroke compared to women in the top quarter percentile of the least body fat around their middle. What's more, women with the most fat around their legs had a 40% lower risk of cardiovascular diseases compared to women with the least amount of fat around their legs. Lastly, the investigator determined that overly body weight had little to do with eventual health risks in these postmenopausal women. Individuals with a normal weight could still have a risk of CVD because of their body fat distribution around their middle. In the other words, weight didn't appear to make any difference. It was the fat distribution, whether they were a pear or apple shape. They had the greatest impact on the study participant. Cardiovascular risk. Our findings suggest that postmenopausal women, despite having normal weight, could have varying risk of cardiovascular disease because of the different fat distribution around either their middle of legs, QI said in a statement. In addition, overall body weight control, people may also need to pay attention to their regional body fat. Even those who have a healthy body weight and normal BMI, he said. So, should body shape replace BMI at the doctor? BMI measurements are part of routine clinical care. Each time you come in for a checkup, a healthcare provider likely takes your weight and height and let you know where you fall on the BMI chart. It is, or at least has been, a reliable way to tell people if they were at an increased risk of health problems. BMI is a rough way to estimate the overall position of body weight health, but it does not take into account frame size, said Thanu JDC, chiropractor and clinical director of Yorkville Sports Medical Center in Toronto. Indeed, two people could have the same BMI but have vastly different body composition. One could be muscular, the other could have a large waist circumference from the fat deposit. BMI would put them in the same spot, but their health is quite different. That's where body shape may be important for analyzing health risks. BMI is good at finding a quick baseline and giving us an objective number to categorize for the general population. BMI still serves to indicate increased health risks, but it is important to know that there are exceptions, Jay said. You can have a high BMI and still be healthy. The apple shape gives us indirect information about a high weight circumstances measure, he said. Can you change your fat distribution and your risk? Perhaps, according to the researcher, women who did not lose weight fat during the study but did reduce their proportion of belly fat cut their risk for cardiovascular diseases. The study found that this change alone could have prevented 6 out of 1,000 cases of CVD per year. That's more than 100 cases over the course of the study. This research from QI and colleagues was first to look at where fat is stored in the body and its association with cardiovascular risk in postmenopausal women. It's unclear yet if these findings can be applied to any other populations. It is important to note that participants of our body were postmenopausal women who had a relatively higher fat mass in body, their trunk and lung region. QI said whether the pattern of the association could be generalizable to younger women and to men who had relatively lower regional body remains unknown. But where your fat settles on your body is largely not up to you. Fat distribution is often the result of genetics and environmental factors like diet and exercise. You can try exercises that are targeted to reduce abdominal fat, but you will probably not able to persuade your body to beginning storing fat in your legs. Bottom line, for now, BMI is now going nowhere, but this study, along with other that call for a health prediction scale with more nuance, may be chipping away the stalwart index. Using BMI as an indicator for health ignores the simple fact that muscle weighs more than fat, and when you engage in strength training activities, your BMI is naturally higher, said Rachel Fine, MSRD, a registered dietitian, nutritionist, and founder to the Point in Nutrition. Talk to your doctor about other measurement like waist to hip ratio that might be helpful in assessing your health. Is eating one meal a day a safe and effective way to lose weight? Overview. Eating one meal a day is a practice that many people swear by to lose weight and improve overall health. The one meal per day diet is also referred to as OMED. Although the content and timing of the meal will vary based on personal preferences, people following an OMED diet typically restrict their calories intake to a single meal or a short window of time. The potential health benefits of OMED are primarily related to fasting, restricting calorie intake during a set time period, and calorie restriction in general. How it works? There are many types of intermittent fasting practice and multiple ways to implement OMED. Example including having just one meal and fasting for the rest of the day, or having one meal and eating limited amount of food during fasting period. This type of diet creates a calorie deficit which can lead to weight loss. Other health benefits related to fasting include the potential to reduce heart diseases risk factor, decrease blood sugar, and reduce inflammation. However, compared to other fasting regimens such as the 6 by 8 method, which involves 8-hour eating window and 16-hour fasting window, eating just one meal per day is one of the most extreme method of intermittent fasting. A very popular diet encourages eating one meal per day. For example, when following the warrior diet, a person eat a single meal of day, cycling between long period of fasting with short period of energy consumption. Most people following OMAD choose to consume only dinner, although others choose breakfast or lunch as their one meal. Some version of this eating pattern allow a snack or two in addition to the one meal. However, some OMAD enthusiasts do not consume anything containing calories during their fasting window and only consume calorie during their chosen meal, which typically lasts an hour or so. Weight loss. In order to lose weight, you must create an energy deficit. You can do this by either increasing the number of calories you burn or reducing your calorie intake. Calorie restriction, no matter how you achieve it, it will lead to fat loss. People using the OMAD method are likely to lose weight simply because they are taking in fewer overall calories than they normally would during a regular pattern of eating. For example, A study in healthy adults found that restricting calorie intake to a 4-hour time period eating in the evening led to a significant greater body fat loss than when eating 3 separate meals throughout the day. Research has also shown that intermittent fasting include extended fasting period like OMAD is likely to result in weight loss. How does it seem to be any more effective than the traditional method of calorie restriction, such as reducing calorie intake at each meal? An analysis that included 50,000 people showed that those who consumed 1 or 2 meals per day had a yearly reduction in BMI compared to those who consumed 3 meals per day. The study also showed that overnight fast of 18 or more hours was associated with decreased body weight compared to short fasting windows. However, these weight loss benefits are related to intermittent fasting in general and not just the OMAD. Plus, extreme method of fasting may have side effects that people need to consider, such as increased hunger and problematic metabolic change. What to eat after cardio to rebuild muscle? You just finished a run, elliptic season or aerobic class. You are hungry and wonder what's best way to refuel to maximize your muscle growth. It's usually important to consume a protein-filled snack immediately after a strength training workout. But what you should eat after a cardio session depend on what type of cardio you completed, how long and intense your session was, and what you ate before eating. While cardio can build a small amount of muscle, you will need to incorporate strength training to really see muscle gain. The benefit of cardio exercise is that it burns calories, which can help you to maintain or lose weight. When combined with right diet, there are some nutrition guidelines you can follow to make sure you are getting the most out of your post-workout meal. How soon should you eat after a cardio workout? If you did less than an hour of cardio at low or moderate intensity, you probably did not deplete all your muscle energy stores. Energy is stored in the muscle as glycogen, a chain of sugar molecules. Your body uses fat and sugar to fuel aerobic exercise. If you haven't eaten or have done a longer or more intense cardio workout, be sure to within 45 to 60 minutes to restore muscle glycogen. This is primarily important for those who will be exercising again soon. Here are current recommendations from a study published in the Journal of International Society of Sport Nutrition. If you fasted before you trained, you should consume a combination of protein and carbohydrate shortly after your promote workout muscle growth. If you haven't eaten for 4 to 6 hours before a workout, you may also benefit from a protein and carbohydrate rich meal immediately after a workout. If you ate 1-2 hours pre-workout, that meal may be sufficient to promote muscle building even after exercise. This is because the muscle building amino acid broken down from your food remain in the bloodstream for up to 2 hours after eating. With this in mind, here's what you should eat after different cardio workout. What to eat after moderate cardio. If you are supplementing your training strength routine with a standard 30 to 45 minute moderate intensity cardio session like a 5K run or Zumba class, you should focus on replenishing lost fluids afterward. Although your heart rate is elevated and you are sweating, your calorie expenditure will still relatively low. After this type of cardio workout, drink at least 8 ounces of water. Drink more if you weren't properly hydrated before exercising. You can substitute coconut water, but stay away from the sports drink like Gatorade that provide an unnecessary amount of sugar for a shorter workout. What should you eat after a HIIT gym? HIIT workout like sprints or a cycling class combined should burst of all activities with short period of rest. This type of cardio, called anaerobic exercise, is an intense workout. You will burn more calories for a given amount of time and you will experience the afterburn effect or excessive post exercise oxygen consumption (EPOC). EPOC is the amount of oxygen required to return the body to its resting state. HIIT sessions stimulate a higher EPOC because you consume more oxygen during them. This creates a larger deficit to replace post-workout. It means you will continue to burn calories even after you hit session is over. After the amount of effort your body exerts during and even after an HIIT workout is greater. So what you refuel with is more important than it is steady state cardio session of the same length. On top of that, at least 8 ounces of water or coconut water. Choose a small meal with a combination of protein and carbohydrates. According to the Academy of Nutrition and Diabetes, a carbohydrate protein ratio of 3.3:1 in a post workout meal is appropriate for most people. Protein will help rebuild muscle while carbohydrate will replace muscle glycogen stores. This will replenish your energy. Example of these types of meals include a protein shake with 1 scoop of banana and a protein, a glass of chocolate milk, green yogurt with berries, tuna on white bread. What should you eat after a longer cardio session? If you are training for a race and putting in some cardio session miles, those hours of exercise require thoughtful refueling too. After your workout, drink plenty of water or choose a sport drink like electrolyte like Gatorade. These drinks help replace fluids and sodium lost through your sweat. Next, choose a small meal with a carbohydrate protein ratio of 3:1. Some examples include cereal and a milk, a bagel with white eggs, or a protein shake with added fruit. What you should eat after cardio depends on several factors, including the intensity and duration of your session. The most important factor is to listen to your body. The above recommendations are not steadfast rules but guidelines to follow. If you are hungry after any workout, choose a nutritious, well-balanced diet to refuel and replenish your body.